Hey guys, today we're working on a 2012 Dodge Caravan. This seat will not fold all the way into the floor. The problem is if we have it up into this position and there's a latch on this side, if you have this, as it goes down, it won't come up. So we're gonna go ahead and take care of this today. Okay guys, we're underneath the seat, we're in the back of it. But if you see here, there's a little latch here and you can manually release the seat. This is in the center of the back. You push it up, then you can get the seat released. And then you can see it underneath here. There's this little latch. And then if you push it up, you can manually release it. Did you like that tip? I thought you might. If you like that tip and you're continuing to watch, take a moment to help me out and hit that subscribe button. And also, leave me comments, guys. Let me know what you would like to see on the channel. Would love to help you guys out any way I can. All right, so to see what's happening with this seat is usually there's a cord in here. It's a spring-loaded kind of tension wire, but we're gonna see if it is what the problem is. So to do that, we're going to remove this side portion of the seat. And to do that, there's a little screw right here. You're just going to need a Phillips head screwdriver. We're going to unscrew this one, make sure not to lose it, and then you're going to remove this panel. Okay, so this is a two-step process. This is the same thing right here as pulling the side lever. But when you do this, you can see that this is supposed to release a secondary piece right here, which pops the clamps down here that hold the seat in place in the rear for the second action. But as you can see, something's going on with this one right here. It doesn't look stripped. We're gonna take a look at it anyway and see what we can figure out. The problem was, because if you see, I'm doing this action right here, but it looks like right here in this section, it's not getting any kind of pull. So I think that's what our problem is. As you can see, this wire right here, this is supposed to be up towards this area right here to pull down on this portion right here. So as you can see, it's just stripped out up here. So this is going to be the wire that we're going to end up replacing right there. Okay, so to expose the wire, we're going to have to remove this seat cushion from the top. And you want to start this process with this back. You'll see this bar right here, but this is just a series of clamps, and you'll just pull them up and towards you, and it'll release the back of this seat. Underneath here, we've got the side portion of the seat cover. So you're just gonna wanna fold these things off here, like that. And then that'll start to release the seat cover going all the way back. And then there's some other little pieces down here that you're gonna have to do this on both sides. This is the front of the seat, and you'll see that it has these tabs here holding this front seat part in place. So I just used a flathead screwdriver to go ahead and push these through, and then that should release the top of the seat. You will have to do both sides of the chair, so we're gonna go ahead and remove this one as well. Okay, on the exterior of the seat, coming from the door to remove this side panel, there's a hidden screw underneath this little this little latch. After you got both sides released, we're just gonna pull up the foam part here in the back. You're just gonna pull it through the back. Be careful not to tear the foam. You wanna push it through on the back side with your fingers first. And then, so to get the front part of the seat off, you're gonna get a flathead and just kind of peel it off right here at the top. And then our seat's removed. Now we've got this piece right here. This is protecting our cable. So we're gonna go ahead and remove this one in question that we're gonna have to replace today. And you can see it kind of winds down here, but we're gonna go ahead and contact the dealership and go ahead and get a cable. From what I understand, they do have these things typically, because this is a consistent problem with a lot of these types of seats. So they should have this thing in stock. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the part number off the cable and let them know that this is the piece that I'm looking for, and we'll drive out to the dealership and we'll get ourselves a new cable. Hey guys, how's it going? So today we're going to be finishing up our car seat. We've got the cable in, the proper piece. So just to kind of look at what this is, it's called the cable seat kit, the cable recliner. But like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and put the description, the item number inside the description for the website, or sorry, for the video. So take a look at that, and it'll have the part number that I had to get. But let's go ahead and get to work. So the first thing that we're gonna do is remove this piece right here. It's just a plastic piece. I think it just takes the one screw right there. But if you flip it over onto the back side, you're gonna see that right there, that's the one we're gonna be removing, and it just takes one of those star-shaped screw heads. As you see, we have the cover off of it. You're also gonna wanna remove this spring right here so that it'll give you enough slack in the cable to be able to run it all the way past this line right here. So remember, before you do your installation, you're gonna go ahead and wanna remove this spring right here. So as you can see, this little guy has slid down all the way down to here. So to take this off, you're just gonna clip this one off, slide it back down to this point right here, and then it should release from underneath here, and you should be able to take it out. Now that we've got this piece off from that part right there, you're just dealing with these little clips right here and right here. So we're just gonna go ahead and use a pair of wire clippers, because they do give you replacement parts for these. We're gonna clip those off, and then we're gonna go ahead and do this, and then we're gonna go ahead and remove our spring. Now to remove these guys right here, you're gonna see that it's just basically pushing it out over the top of this. So it's gonna be sitting kind of like this, and you're just gonna have to push it out and forward, and it releases pretty easily. We've got all of our new wires hooked up down here first. We haven't really set anything as far as the rest is concerned. So before you actually put this one on, you wanna make sure to have these on first. Do not latch this one in until after you have this one threaded, or you'll never get enough slack. Don't latch this one into its little slot right here until you actually get this one threaded in through this. And this one just simply threads in through there, and then you're gonna pop it through with a pair of pliers or something. So when you're threading this one through, make sure you thread it through right like there. So it's got to come underneath there, so that when the seat does pull, it's going to wrap this piece around right here. So make sure it goes into that little slot right there, and then it comes out right down here. All right, so now we got everything hooked back on. The easiest way to get these springs back on right here and here is just take a piece of, some needle nose pliers and just stretch them out. Might take a little bit of muscle, but shouldn't be that hard. So then what we're gonna do is test our seat. There we go. She lifts up. All good. Now we have to put it back together. The first thing that we're gonna do is start putting these ties back together and so forth. They gave us the new twist ties as well, so remember you have one down here as well. But we're gonna go ahead and put these in place. Those are gonna be the first thing back in order. As you can see, we went ahead and put this one in. This one was clipped in. We twist tied this, and then this screw was put in. It's easier if you just wanna pull the latch back down here and have this seat up like this to put that screw in. That's my own personal preference. It's going to be this guy back here to put that plate, this plate back in place. So now next what we're going to do is we're going to start working on the actual cushion itself.
So to get this guy back on, this is that mesh piece. I put it on, except for right here. Put it on over the clips, and then I've used these same needle nose pliers to just kind of grab into the hole and pull it on over to the top of the clips. That's the easiest way I've found. Your car seat, this is the underneath of it, and remember you have this guy right here. So I just flipped it upside down and went ahead and attached it underneath that way. Now I've got the car seat on, and this is a little tricky part. There's this guy right here. It's actually got to flip over on itself and attach underneath, but as soon as you see it, you'll figure it out. But I don't know if you can see that underneath there. It's got this little guy right here that's got to flip almost all the way upside down to attach under there. Pushing the foam back in was easy, but there are two little latches here. These are for your car seats, this latch car seat system. So the foam's got to go around those, so don't forget that it's got to go around those, and then it'll come out the back side, the foam will. All right, so we pulled the back through, and there's some little latches here. These guys right here on the back, they just simply snap on. Pretty easy stuff. Should be pretty easy to do.
Thanks for watching again, guys. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I really am trying to work hard to get to 1,000 subscribers, so take the time to go ahead and mash that thing for me and let me know what you'd like to see, because I'm always interested in hearing from you guys. And if there's something that I can go ahead and take care of to help you guys out, just let me know.